again, a clean or a pretty clean rejection of these areas. So when it comes to forming a higher time frame bias, this is how simple it is, right? Notice how it's come down to 4 simple steps. You're looking for market structure, so highs and lows. You want to know whether you're in premium or discount, and then you're simply rejecting or looking for those rejections of premium and discount fair value gaps. So that is how we approach the 4-hour time frame. Now, when we go to the 15-minute time frame, right, we have our 4-hour levels over here. We actually do the same thing. So from a 15-minute perspective, this is how I do it, right? So I use the same 4 pillars, right? The same 4 pillars, which I'm going to quickly go over. So we have market structure over here. That is the first thing, or that's the first sort of pillar. So market structure, again, we use the same sort of approach. We have our structural low, structural high. And then we have, for me, this is a structural low, structural high, structural low. And then on Friday, the AM session and PM session, we broke above that. So that's the first of the 4 pillars. We have broken market structure. These are our highs and lows. Now from here we have, of course, dealing ranges and PD arrays. But what's interesting here, right, is that we don't have any sufficient pullback. Now what I mean by that is when we don't have a pullback, we don't want to force the dealing range. We don't want to force where we put our fibs. We don't want to force where we put our fair value gaps. And so how I would tackle this if I was trading this is I would just go back in time and I would look at market structure that was previously formed, right? So structure low, structure high, and then we had our break down here, right? There's our break. So now from here, we haven't got a clean pullback. But what's interesting now is we want to start looking at key levels, right? So we want to start looking at fair value gaps and we want to start understanding where our key levels are. So market structure, we haven't got a dealing range. We haven't got our PD arrays. But what we can do is go to step 4, which is identify 15-minute fair value gaps that have given us rejections, giving us areas to trade for.